watched a Korean suspense thriller.
So yeah, it occurred to me we haven't done any Korean movies, and I love Korean movies. They're their own special kind of thing. So we did one of my favorites, The Chaser from 2008.
Yeah.
I won't bore you with director names or actor names because I can't remember them, but they're all good. Good director, writer, great actors.
Yes, a lot of great acting, suspense.
Yeah, so we've been watching a lot of goofy kind of stuff, so I was just thinking, okay, serious suspense, drama, and seriously, nobody in the world does drama the way Koreans do drama.
Yeah.
They know how to really pull the heartstrings, to really tug at you and make you feel all those emotions.
Like dead prostitutes.
Like dead prostitutes. Like lonely children without a mom.
Yeah. And a dad.
Without a mom and a dad. That's right, the dad's in Rio de Janeiro.
Or is he?
Or is he?
Or has he been in Korea this whole time?
Yeah. She didn't look half Brazilian.
No.
No. So what's this movie about? This is a movie about a former detective turned pimp.
Yeah, they never really went why he turned pimp.
No, they did actually.
Oh,
they didn't get into why he turned pimp, but they got into why he got fired. It's because they were all fucking corrupt as shit.
Yeah.
And he's the one that got caught.
Yeah. I think, I've learned a lot with movies from, countries out east. They're all corrupt. All the police are corrupt as shit.
Yeah. It never happens here.
Nope,
ever. Cat wants a vape. That cat straight up almost picked up that vape. That was weird. So he's not a detective anymore. He's a pimp, and all of his girls start disappearing.
Yes.
And he thinks they're all running away. Like, he gives them advance money, and they're running off. And then he starts to think there is another dude that is stealing his girls.
Yes. Whatever his name is. But his number is 5884, though.
4885.
Oh, 4885.
So he he figures out that the numbers are, the phone number correlates with, okay, this girl's gone, this girl's gone. The most obvious fucking clue ever.
I mean,
hey,
he's a detective.
All these girls disappear, and they happen to hook up with the same guy with the same number. Wow.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
Yeah, so easy.
And this is a different thing about this movie. Like, a lot of these serial killer movies, they kind of leave you in suspense, who the killer is. There's some detective shit in it. You don't know exactly who it is, where he's at. This movie, it tells you everything at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. This dude is killing people.
This fucking weird, creepy, impotent...
Hey. What do you know about that?
Can't get it up.
What do you know about that?
I don't know. What do I know? Did I check? Did I check his penis? No, I didn't check his penis personally. But you find out right away that this guy is doing this. He takes this girl back, and his whole thing is to take a chisel and drive it into the girl's head.
Yeah.
With a hammer.
That's it.
That's his deal.
Yeah. I don't know what he does. I mean, yeah, he explains what he does later to the police. But
they explain it to him, and he gets mad.
Yeah.
Basically, he can't get it up, so therefore he penetrates their skulls with a chisel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, he'll hang him up, drain the blood, and mess out. And then bury him
in the yard and feed some of it to the dog.
Old Tonio, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Pago.
Do we need to do our military special?
I guess so, yes.
Patrick poured us some of the best worst whiskey.
Yeah, military special.
Military special, cheers.
It's not the same, but,
it's what we
got.
Suffice. It's like drinking tequila.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't it taste like tequila?
It smells like it too.
It's nasty.
Ugh.
Fucking awful.
I need a chaser.
I'll chase it with wine.
The chaser.
Yeah.
I
didn't even. Yeah, I just now. I'm pretty drunk. Yeah, I'm pretty drunk right now. So, I told you I'd seen this movie like 4 times. I love this movie. There's something about this movie. It's about the chase. I like the main character. He just fucking hates everybody. Everybody's giving him a hard time. Everybody's a dumb bastard and a dumb asshole. And he just runs around yelling at people that get in his way. He slaps them a lot.
Yes.
There's like one particular scene where he's like trying to figure out where this asshole lives, the serial killer. So he's going to other prostitutes.
They're always so close.
Yeah, he's going to other pimps to try to figure out if they can find an address where the girl went. So he goes in there and the guy's like, he's telling the guys he's a cop. He's a former cop. He's not a cop. He's like, show me your badge. And he just like picks up this chair and just fucking boom. Just knocks the shit out of him with the chair. I love that. Just does not give a shit.
My favorite scene is where the random dude just throws shit at the mayor.
Yes. It goes into a little bit of that like Korean politics. Yeah. Just mayor is doing this late night event. Our main character's cop buddy is kind of keeping an eye on the mayor. Random guy comes up and just flings his own shit into the mayor's face, and he's like, "They cut off our water. I can't flush my own shit. Can't flush my shit." And for like half the movie, they're talking about the shit thrower.
Yeah,
he's like, "We can't help you. We're dealing with the shit thrower right now."
This dude's kidnapping my prostitutes and selling them.
Yeah,
I'm dealing with shit thrower, and he smells awful. He's in my car. I can't come to this. This can't. So,
yes. So our main character eventually kind of gets in the right neighborhood. He runs into the killer randomly, and I love this scene where they just crash into each other.
Yeah, the killer just killed this older couple.
Yeah,
because they were coming to check on their buddy that came to church.
He's been basically squatting in this person's house.
I'm sure he killed this person.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So the couple's like, "Oh, is James here? He hasn't came to church." And he's like, "No, I don't know who that
Korean
is."
James.
Yeah, Korean James. It's like, "Nah, leave." And then the dog at this house runs up to him. It's like, "Oh, it's old little Gilbert.
Oh, you look skinny. What's going on with you?"
And he's like, "Oh, okay. Oh, wait, come on in. Sorry."
He's just
sleeping, and then he kills him.
Hammers him.
And then he takes their car. He's going to move it down the street just to get rid of some people.
Yeah.
To not ask questions after he kills them. But, yeah.
He crashes into our main pimp. And the pimp sees blood splattered on his shirt. The guy's acting weird.
Yeah.
He's like,
"Oh, I'm fine.
Let me just give you my number so you can get the insurance." He's like, No, please, let me give you the number.
Yeah.
No. And finally he pulls out his phone, calls the number.
Yeah.
The guy's phone rings. He's like, "Oh, I found you, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Foot chase through the streets of Korea.
There is so much running in this movie.
A lot of street running.
Yeah.
So much cardio.
Way more than
Uphills.
Jason Statham.
It's all uphills.
Yeah.
They're always going uphill. Chases him down, beats the shit out of him.
I figured the pimp would be a lot more leaner with as much running as he does.
Right.
In this, yeah.
He's a little pudgy. But I like the fact he beats the dude up in the street, and then he's leaning on him. Like, the guy's just laying there beat up, and he's like laying on him, and he's like going through his wallet. He's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah.
He's like hitting him with his wallet, slapping him with it. And then he cuffs him, and he's going to take him to the police station, but then a cop finds him and arrests both of them. So 3/4 of the movie, the serial killer is in jail, is arrested.
And he's admitted to these murders.
He admitted to the murders, but he's not saying where the bodies are. And then when they take him, they want to get him on tape, and the police chief is there, he stops talking.
Yeah.
So there's this whole thing where the pimp is thinking, okay, this one girl, cat's chewing on those wires. Look at that little bitch. Little dirty bitch. Get out of there. That dirty bitch. So we didn't even talk about, okay.
What?
We didn't even talk about the fact that we have a girl that's in his house that was hit with a hammer and chisel. That is still alive.
Yes, the final prostitute.
The final one that
one that didn't quit on him.
Right.
Because all of his prostitutes just end up missing or leaving.
Right.
And then
So we have this girl, she's been beaten, but she's still alive in this house.
Now this, I had kind of an issue with the him trying to take the hammer and chisel to her head. You would think, with as many girls as he's killed, he has gotten this down pat.
She put up a fight.
Yeah.
She did.
She was hogtied.
He was not doing. He was in his whitey tighties, trying to chisel her. He just couldn't do it. He did hit her a few times. So yeah, so our pimp is starting to think, okay, she's still alive somewhere. And he said she might still be alive. When he's in the police station, the killer is like,
oh yeah,
she should still be alive. And so he starts looking for her. So that's kind of, when it says the chaser, he's trying to chase down where she's at.
Yeah.
While the killer's in jail. This cat is having so much fun.
Yes.
Why does he like that wire?
Because he's just trying to find stuff to
He's
mess
bored,
with to not go to sleep.
So yeah, it's a suspense. The chase is him trying to figure out where she's at, and then this dude getting released basically on technicalities.
Because they had no evidence.
They didn't have the evidence. He confessed to it, but there was no evidence, and then he stopped talking when it was on camera. So
yeah.
Then of course, do we want to give away what actually happens? I feel like people need to watch this movie.
I mean, you do definitely. Yeah, I mean, I want to go into the ending of it.
Let's just say that it has a typical Korean kind of very depressing, brutal kind of ending with a slight tinge of hope, but not really.
Yeah. Going into this, I felt like it was going to be torture porn for a bit, but it wasn't. No, it's more suspense. And
it's more about the chase.
Yeah.
About him trying to figure it out, his desperation. Because the girl missing, the prostitute missing has a daughter, and he's got the daughter with him.
Oh, yeah.
He's feeding her.
Oh, yeah, that scene when they're going to the prostitute's apartment or whatever. They bang on the door. Hey, is anybody in there? Nah. And then they just bust the door open, and the little girl's just standing back behind
She's
the
on
door.
the phone calling the police.
Yes.
Like, we're the police. So yeah, he has the daughter with him while he's trying to find the mother.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of crying, a lot of tears. It's very typical Korean. Stop sniffing my bottle, cat. Stop it. It's got the suspense, it's got the drama, it's got a little bit of the violent brutality. A little bit of that old boy kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
It's all around a great movie. I guess we'll just go to scores. I recommend people watch it. It used to be on Netflix. We had to
rent it.
You're gonna have to rent it from either YouTube or Google.
Yeah, I think Google Play Movies is going to be on YouTube Movies now, but
it's on Apple TV.
Yeah,
So those are basically the places.
$3 to $5. Go for the HD. Everybody has HD TVs now, so yeah.
Everybody. So yeah, I'll give my score on this. I love this movie. I know it kind of does get slow a little bit later on, but I still think it keeps you, especially if you're seeing it for the first time, it keeps you engaged on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I give this a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, great movie, and it's a good example of just the sort of really overblown emotion that you get in Korean movies, where everybody is just shouting at everybody all the time.
Oh, and the police station. It's
Right.
amazing.
That's typical Korean. And I even had a buddy that lived in Korea in the 80s and 90s. He was in the Air Force, and he said that. He's like, Koreans just yell a lot. They just yell. And he married a Korean woman, so
Yeah.
a lot of emotion. So they really get the drama. They really ramp up like getting you into what's going on. So yeah, this is a 5 for me. It might not be for everybody. It has a couple scenes that might
upset you.
might upset the sensitive souls out there, but
Yeah.
good movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Yeah, I didn't feel bored, and it really not much at all. Just a couple parts just drags out. But I had it with my past experience with Korean movies. They're just longer
They're
in
always
general.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is
when you
about
go
2
into
hours.
this, it's going to be a longer movie. That's just it with me. I was kind of hoping for something, because I was thinking, it's a 2-hour movie. They have the killer in here. Maybe he's going to break down how he did all the killings, and that's what we were going to see.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought we were going for, because you're like, yeah, you might not want to eat some pizza during this movie, but the stuff I've seen, it didn't really feel grossed out to me.
There's only a couple scenes of, the violence is pretty. There's a thing about this movie where, like, when people are getting hit, like, you really feel the.
Oh, where it's not an action
like
movie.
the smacks.
Yeah.
You know, like when they're getting smacked in the face, whether it's with a fist or a hammer or whatever, you really feel it. But it's not really torture porn. There are some pretty tough scenes. There's a couple tough scenes, but it's not just the whole movie. It's not really the point of it.
Yeah. Yeah. But this movie's also gonna do a lot more cardio. I want to be able to run like
you
that.
got to be ready.
Yeah.
Guy ran across the whole city. At the end.
Didn't use a car or a taxi, nothing.
He's like, if he had just found a vehicle, he could have got there to save everybody. He could have. Said, no, I've been training for this. I've been in the gym every day.
Never mind my money to the mafia.
No.
Yeah.
Track and field. There you go. First Korean movie on No More Popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do more. I don't know when.
Yeah.
But I would like to do more Korean movies because I think they make some of the best movies. And they've been underappreciated on our channel.
We're going to do some, like, K-pop concerts.
Yeah, we'll just watch a full length. But it's got to be old K-pop because the new shit sucks.
Okay.
We'll do an old Girls' Generation concert.
All right.
And that'll be great. Yeah, you can't beat that.
No. All right. Cool.
All right, cool. Look for it soon, Girls' Generation.
It's nothing but strictly Korean stuff from now
Strictly Korean is the name of our new channel.
on. All right.